Are you one of those students who still don't know what must be the subjects or topics that you should have completed till today's date and what must be your strategy for the upcoming 80 days? Yes, you heard me right. I'm talking about last 80 days because though you have 87 days till your exam, 86 to 87 days, let's assume that we don't know where your center will be, a center of examination. So of course you'll need 4 to 5 days on hand for travel, hotel booking, to get adapted to the new place and all those things. So yeah, those days will be stressful and hectic, so you won't be studying actively on those days. So let's assume that you have only 80 days remaining. वो 80 days में से भी न्यू ईयर एंड 2-3 days ऐसे ही we will keep aside because you might fall sick or there might be some other things that will be a disturbance in your study. So let's assume you have 75 days remaining. But first of all, what must be the subjects or topics that you should have completed before talking about what should be your strategy for upcoming days? So myself, Dr. Mangesh, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be telling you guys what must be your subjects that you should have completed till today's date. So up tak I have covered 2 to 3 preparation and strategy sessions, and in those sessions I have told you what to do and what not to do. If you are following that session, if you're following those strategies and all the planning, then you are perfectly on the right track. बिकॉज वो जो थे वो एकदम वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो कंसिडर करके बनाए हुए थे. So if you are on the track, then of course you are ahead of a whole lot of students, because most of the students, they waste many days by going here and there, traveling, as well as किसी किसी का पढ़ाई में मन नहीं लगता, तो they take it very casually, like वो seriousness, वो discipline build नहीं हो पाता. So be proud of yourself that you have stretched it so far, but still we are not till nearby the finish line, because 80 days is not a small amount. Like you can think कि बस दो तीन महीने बचे, but it's not a thing. 2-3 महीने जाने में बहुत समय लगता है. And believe me, this is the time which can make you or break you. Because अगर ये time पे you will think I have completed a whole bunch of subjects, I'll loosen up a little bit, I'll relax a little bit, I'm already ahead of whole bunch of students, then you will fall behind. Because ये 3 months में अगर कोई dedication से पढ़ेगा, तो he or she can overcome the guy who is preparing from last 6 months. Yes, you heard me right. This is the thing that is very critical. These last 3 months, 2 to 3 months, 2.5 months is very critical for your preparation. So let's start today's topic with the thing that is, what are the subjects or topics that you should have completed. First of all, the major subjects. I hope you all know that part 1 and part 2, those are not 150 questions. Like this is not how they divide the marks or questions. They decide number of questions based on clinical, preclinical and paraclinical. So part 1 and part 2 में 150 नहीं होते. Part 2 जो होता है, that is more towards clinical questions. So it includes 200 questions, 200 marks, and the part 1, that is 150 questions. Only 100 questions are there. Like not as a number of questions, but the number of questions that are divided for each subject. I hope you are understanding my point. For example, clinical subjects में medicine आता है, पैथो आता है, सर्जरी, ऑब्स गाइनी, ये सब आता है. तो ये सब चीज़ें जो है ये मेजर सब्जेक्ट्स में आती है. नाउ आई विल नॉट सजेस्ट यू गाइज, इफ़ यू आर समवन लाइक मी, like for example, I didn't revise medicine. I'm not saying I didn't do medicine, because many students texted me, how did you pass the exam if you didn't do medicine? I'm again repeating myself, I did medicine, I did watch those videos, but I didn't revise my notes till the day of exam, and that's why I said that I was not able to revise the medicine, so I didn't do it. That's what I meant. So if you are one of those students who are like me, who don't know how to touch medicine or how to do medicine, then I'll suggest you a simple thing. Now is not the time to learn any new concepts. So if you have concepts from physio that relates to medicine, patho that relates to medicine, micro that relates to medicine, and pharmacology that relates to medicine. If you know this stuff, then and then only touch medicine, and that only those concepts that are overlapped with these subjects which I just told you. If you don't want to touch medicine, that's perfectly fine. You will lose questions that are on ECG, because that's pure medicine part. You will not get the chance of learning or by hearting the ECG concepts in any other subject. So if you are skipping medicine, you have to say bye bye to those kind of questions which are related to ECG and basic life support. But yeah, some part of basic life support or advanced life support is covered in surgery and pediatrics, so that you can cover, or those questions you can tackle from that aspect. But yeah, ECG part you have to completely skip if you skip medicine. But yes, the things that like FEV1, FEV2, or respiratory ratio, cardiac cycle, the basic things like how renal metabolism works, all those things are covered in physiology, pathology, and the bacteriology and virology part is covered in microbiology. So you don't have to worry about it. Pharma also covers those kind of systems. So if you are not able to do medicine, then don't waste 15 to 16 17 days on medicine, because that won't be worth it, believe me. Because if you will waste so many days on medicine, you will have to waste again those many days for revising medicine, and only one revision won't be sufficient. So what you can do is that you can do those systems from physio, patho, pharma, and the bacteriology and virology part from microbiome. So if you do these four things, then you are well and good. Like if there will be 25 to 30 questions from medicine, you will be able to solve at least 20 to 18 to 20 questions. Yeah, 18 to 20 questions you will be able to solve. Then the next part is anatomy. I have already told you many times, एनेट का मोस्ट ऑफ द पार्ट जो है वो सर्जरी, पेडियाट्रिक्स, ऑर्थो एंड रेडियो, ये चार चीज़ों में कवर हो जाता है. एनेट अगर बहुत बोरिंग लगता है, मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट हैव दिस प्रॉब्लम. मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स थिंक दैट एनेट इज़ वेरी बोरिंग, आई कीप इट फॉर द एंड, आई कीप इट फॉर द एंड. एंड के डेज में अभी तो फिर भी तुम लोग के पास टाइम है. 80 days इज़ नॉट अ स्मॉल ड्यूरेशन. सो यू गाइज स्टिल कैन थिंक अबाउट वॉचिंग वीडियोज़, बट डोंट वेस्ट मोर देन 2 days ऑन दिस सब्जेक्ट. सीरियसली 2 days से ज़्यादा डेज वेस्ट मत करना, क्योंकि इफ़ यू आर टेकिंग 2 days टू वॉच वीडियो लेक्चर्स, देन यू विल नीड 3 days टू रिवाइज नोट्स. And if you are wasting whole 5 days, then you must be able to solve at least 65 to 70% questions of anatomy. And वो I don't think अभी के टाइम पे इतना manageable रहेगा, because you have a whole bunch of subjects like 11 to 12 subjects. I'm going to tell you in just few minutes that these subjects are the subjects which you must know before your exam. So ये जो subjects है वो तुम लोग को December start होने से पहले पहले ख़त्म कर देना है. So let me come back to the main topic. So the main topic that I was about to tell you is that if ANAT feels boring to you, then try to make these subjects excellent. I'm not saying strong, but excellent. Which subjects? Surgery, pediatrics, ortho, radiology. These 4 subjects. एंड पेडियाट्रिक्स तो स्ट्रॉन्ग रखना ही है, क्योंकि पेडियाट्रिक्स से इजी क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. इजी मीन्स डूएबल क्वेश्चंस होते हैं. इम्यूनाइजेशन स्केड्यूल वगैरह वो पेडियाट्रिक्स एंड पीएसएम में ओवरलैप होता है. सो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट एनीथिंग राइट नाउ, बिकॉज दैट पार्ट इज कवर्ड इन पीएसएम, एंड आई डोंट थिंक एनीवन इज this naive to skip PSM, because PSM is the only subject that covers 30 to 33 questions in each and every exam. किसी एग्जाम में जाता है 25 तक, 22 तक, बट उससे नीचे कभी नहीं गया. सो डोंट मेक दिस मिस्टेक ऑफ स्किपिंग PSM. डोंट मेक दिस मिस्टेक ऑफ स्किपिंग बायोकेम एज वेल, बिकॉज बायोकेम भले ही बहुत बेकार लगेगा, बोरिंग लगेगा, you will feel bored while learning your notes and all those things, but believe me, there is no need to rectify all the like steps of Krebs cycle and urea cycle and all those things. Just rate limiting steps रट लो, and जो main चीज़ें हैं, जो questions पूछे हैं, I have always told you to mark the PYQs that you get wrong in your notes, like those will be your PYTs, because हर जगह पे तुम लोग को PYQs हर एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे मिल जाएंगे. You will get PYQs on every platform, but you will not get PYTs that easily. So that's why you have to मेक योर ओन PYTs इन योर नोट्स. तो इसीलिए मैं बोलता था कि PYQ सॉल्व करो, क्वेश्चन मॉड्यूल सॉल्व करो, उसमें से जो जो नहीं आ रहा वो नोट्स में मार्क करते रहो, तो अभी वो चीज़ काम आएगा. दिस इज़ द टाइम वेर यू विल फाइंड दोज नोट्स ऑफ योर्स वेरी 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 हैंडी एंड वेरी हेल्पफुल. हाँ, तो ये पार्ट हो गया. विच सब्जेक्ट्स आर द सब्जेक्ट्स विच यू कैन स्किप. मेडिसिन एंड एनएट, दीज टू सब्जेक्ट्स आई विल ओनली सजेस्ट बिकॉज यही दो सब्जेक्ट्स है जो बहुत बोरिंग है. बायोकेम आई नो बहुत बोरिंग है, जान जाती है पढ़ने में, बट यू डोंट हैव एनी चॉइस. आई पर्सनली सजेस्ट डोंट स्किप इट. देयर इज़ नो एनी रिप्लेसमेंट टू बायोकेम. जैसे एनएट कवर होता है ऑर्थो, सर्जरी, ये सब चीज़ों में, रेडियो वगैरह में, वैसे बायोकेम कहीं पर भी कवर नहीं होता है. देयर इज़ नो एनी सब्जेक्ट दैट ओवरलैप्स विद बायोकेम. So you don't have any other choice. I don't know how you will do it, but you have to do it. I did it. Many whole bunch of students did it. So you also have to do it. The next thing is that you have to finish Optha, ENT, Pediatrics, Biochem, Physio, Pharma, Patho, Micro, and Surgery and Obs Gynae. Yeah, these 10 subjects and PSM. 11 subjects you have to finish before December. Because December का जो month है वो एक ही मंथ एकदम लास्ट के 30 days रहेंगे, उसमें पूरा जान लगा देना है. लाइक इवन इफ यू डोंट हैव दैट मच टाइम, इवन इफ यू डोंट हैव योर स्केड्यूल प्लान्ड, स्टिल यू हैव टू plan your schedule and you have to, like if you are studying 7 to 8 hours now, you have to study at least 4 hours more. If you are studying 12 hours now, you have to study 13 to 14 hours. You don't have to do anything else, believe me, because last के 30 days बहुत 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 ज़्यादा मैटर करते हैं. In my case, I used to revise my notes again and again. Like I completely stopped solving questions and that was my mistake because I shouldn't have stopped solving questions. इसलिए मेरा थोड़ा questions में confusion हुआ वहाँ पर जाके. So if you don't want to make the same mistake as I did, I have already explained in my last video what are the mistakes that I made and you shouldn't make to score good marks in your exam. So this is one which I am highlighting again. Don't stop solving questions. Let it be custom modules, let it be PYQs, let it be grand tests. You have to give grand tests. अगर अभी तक नहीं दे रहे तो I don't know, भगवान भरोसे है फिर, क्योंकि you don't know your strengths and your weaknesses. I don't know how to explain you guys if you're not giving GTs as of now. अगर अभी तक start नहीं किया है तो you have to start. क्योंकि those mistakes which you are going to make in exam, those mistakes you will be making in GTs. and जब तुम review करोगे तो बहुत कम chance हो जाता है कि तुम लोग same mistake वापस repeat करोगे exam में. So if you don't want to repeat the same mistakes that you are about to repeat in GT in your actual exam, so GTs दो, GTs दो, GTs दो, GTs दो, क्योंकि 300 questions एक साथ बैठ के solve करना अलग होता है. That feel is different. I'm not saying that you have to solve GT, you have to give a GT in a stretch. Of course 150 questions का एक सेट करो, थोड़ा सा ब्रेक ले लो, लाइट ब्रेकफास्ट कर लो, चाय पी लो, कॉफ़ी पी लो, कुछ भी करो, या फिर माइल्ड वॉक करके आ जाओ और फिर वापस स्टार्ट करो. बट यू हैव टू गिव बोथ द सेशंस, like 150 questions and 150 questions. Set 1, set 2 you have to give in 7 to 8 hours. उससे ज़्यादा टाइम मत लगाना. You have to build that habit. अब तक तो हैबिट लग जानी चाहिए थी. एंड इफ यू आर हैविंग लो स्कोर्स इन GT, reach out to me on Telegram. We will discuss your GT, we will analyze everything. I'll tell you where you are going wrong, I'll tell you everything. Whatever I can do, I will do. Believe me, but don't get demotivated and don't stop giving GT just because you are having less scores. Okay, so this part is over. The next thing which I would like to say is that the remaining subjects, anesthesia, SARPO subjects like psychiatry, radiology, ortho and derma, all these subjects we are not going to skip anything, because even though if you are thinking about PSM, I have said recently कि 20 to 25 questions आते हैं. That's about PSM. But if you think डर्मा से 2-3 क्वेश्चन आते हैं तो क्यों ही करूँ मैं, रेडियो से कम क्वेश्चन आते हैं, ओवरलैप होता है, तो आई डोंट हैव टू डू रेडियो. एनेस्थेसिया भी 2-3 क्वेश्चन है, आई कैन सैक्रिफाइस दैट सब्जेक्ट, बट डोंट डू इट. बिकॉज PSM से जो 20 to 25 क्वेश्चंस, बिकॉज PSM से जो 20 to 25 क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, दैट इज़ ऑन होल डिफरेंट लेवल. एंड डर्मा, साइकेट्री, एनेस्थेसियोलॉजी, इससे जो 2-3 क्वेश्चंस मिला के 20 क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, 15 to 20 क्वेश्चन, those are on whole different level. लाइक ज़मीन आसमान का फ़र्क होता है। पीएसएम के क्वेश्चंस हमने पढ़ा था लैब 1 में, फिर भी बहुत से क्वेश्चंस ऐसे थे जिसमें कन्फ्यूजन हो रहा था। बट डर्मा, साइकेट्री, एनेस्थेसिया मैंने एक एक दिन में 2-2 दिन में निकाले थे ये सब्जेक्ट्स। एंड लास्ट में तो एक दिन में 2-3 सब्जेक्ट्स रिवाइज किए थे। स्टिल आई वॉज एबल टू सॉल्व दोज क्वेश्चंस एंड आई गॉट माई आंसर्स राइट। सो दिस इज डिफरेंट। इनसे जो क्वेश्चन आते हैं वो ईजी होते हैं कंपैरेटिवली। सो यू शुड बी फोकसिंग ऑन दोज हैंडी मार्क्स instead of targeting those questions which are going to be more difficult comparatively. So that was my message to you guys. I hope this video was helpful for you. I have made the important topics list, and I'm going to upload those topics soon. So make sure to subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss those topics. I know I'm no any better than any faculty or anyone else, but yeah, on my own level I have done some research from past papers because I had a lot of free time on my hands. So yeah, I have those important topics list. I will be making one video for each subject from now onwards. और उसमें मैं एक्सटेंसिवली लाइक आई वॉन्ट बी गिविंग यू द टॉपिक लाइक एनाटमी नर्व्स कर लो मतलब क्या सारे नर्व्स करने हैं कि कोई स्पेसिफिक नर्व्स करने हैं या फिर कोई पैरासिस करनी है. सो आई हैव टू बी दैट मच प्रिसाइज बिकॉज यू गाइज डोंट हैव लॉट ऑफ टाइम इन योर हैंड्स. So that's why I took so much time to analyze everything, and now finally I have everything in my hand. So I'm going to make a short video for each subject, and in each subject I will be telling you those things which have high chance of coming to your exam, because those are the things which have been repeated in consecutive FMGE papers. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say today. I hope you guys had a very great Diwali. Happy Diwali to you guys from my side, and wish you all the best for your exam. Stay strong, trust your source, trust your preparation, and trust yourself. Thank you so much. If this video was helpful enough or informative enough for you guys according to you, then please make sure to share it with your friends as well. Make sure to let me know in the comments if you want anything specific to be cleared, and you guys can reach me out on my Telegram or WhatsApp. I have provided both the things in my videos. And thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.